We need your game plan, Jay.
So
Jay, did you call some of your former coaches and get a new game plan?
Well, no, I gave them the game plan yesterday. It's not my job for them to follow it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Key.
You can lead a horse to water.
Only you would listen to what I say. You just don't listen.
Unbelievable.
Why would I listen to those game plans? The Bucks lost and the Celtics lost with your game plans. Why would I listen to them?
What was my game plan for the Bucks, Mr. Smartass?
Well, Giannis is coming back, and that's the game.
What was my game plan? What was my game plan?
That was a game plan.
That wasn't the game plan.
So give it to Giannis.
You have to do this while you're saying it. You got to do that.
Yeah, but I also got to make sure.
What? Such a bully all the time.
Yeah, I'm a bully. Why
do you make fun of people all the time because of their nostrils? My physical appearance.
He doesn't make fun of everyone because their nostrils. Just to be clear.
Well, he made fun of your nose.
And then he's going to say,
I happen to have a nose on me.
What are you going to do? Physical appearance. I never said anything about Max's nose.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
He has not.
Yesterday.
Well,
I did not say that.
You called him long nose.
I did not say Max has a long nose. I never said that.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Specificity. I did not say Max has a long nose.
He called me long nose, but that's not the same thing as saying Max has a long nose.
This dude be always trying to find those little loopholes, man.
I said wide nose
badass little
and
kid.
Long nose. I never used his name. I used your name.
Well, who are we talking about?
Who else has a long nose on the show?
This is me.
Russ has a long nose.
Russ is not on our show.
He was just on our show.
Were you referring to Russ?
I could have been referring to Russ. I never used any names.
I could have been.
What's the game plan, Jay, for these various teams in the NBA playoffs?
All right, the game plan for the Cavs tonight, defend home court, but it has to start with Donovan Mitchell. 11 points in the last game. Like I said, more turnovers than field goals made. There's a reason why the Cavs made this trade with Danny Ainge and the Utah Jazz for these type of moments. And it starts with Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland started to find his rhythm, but you need Donovan Mitchell to be aggressive but still keep people involved. Also, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, they need to continue to use their length and try to deter the likes of Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson. If they can control the boards and win the boards, and Donovan Mitchell can have a big game, they should defend home court. But it starts with those two things. That's first up. Next up, Lakers at Grizzlies, 7:30. Key's team against Ja Morant and Desmond Bane. Defending home court once again. Now, I don't know what Lakers team we're going to see tonight. They are the model of inconsistency, okay? But in order for this team to really reach their peak with the Memphis Grizzlies, Dillon Brooks has to just be himself. He can't outshoot other players in the team. He just has to be a defensive prowess, somebody that constantly is able to keep LeBron James out of the paint. LeBron James out of the paint. If that's Xavier Tillman, whoever that is, keep him out of the paint. Force LeBron and company to settle from the outside.
By the way, it's hard when LeBron's willing to go into Jaren Jackson Jr.
But you also have to continue to meet Anthony Davis and be physical with him. Hit him early. So what I mean by that, when he gets to half court, start checking him. Hit him in the chest. Keep him floating on the perimeter.
Swipe in his hands?
No, you don't slap his hands. Hands aren't hurt. You can slap the hip, though. You can slap the hip and box him out aggressively. Look, I think if you can try to minimize both LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they'll have a chance at home.
Jay, may I show you something? That's a good disinterested point of view. You're just analyzing. Show Key for a second.
What was Key doing?
Well, he was being uninterested. He was
falling because he doesn't listen.
I was doing like this.
He doesn't listen.
See?
Dude, I'm listening to you. What are you talking about? You're on a one shot. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
And then last but not least, 10 p.m. Oh, it's going to be another late night. Oh. But I'm up for it.
You're going to stay up for the whole game?
I'm going to watch. I can't help it. I get hyped, man.
I know.
Do you have anything else today to do?
I got some calls, but no, I'm getting mentally focused for the games tonight.
No, but the reason I was asking you that is because you can go home. You can go to sleep.
Get that power nap.
Yeah. Get a nice nap in, and then be ready for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have 15 more shows to do, that's what I would do.
Dude, you got one show, and it's an hour.
It's at 2 p.m. Then I got Max on Boxing coming up.
That's on Friday.
It's an hour, and it's
who do you think writes
Max on Boxing.
But today's Wednesday.
Exactly. Like, relax.
Friday's day after tomorrow.
You don't write the scripts until the day of.
Day before, usually.
And it's the same script from the day before. You just changed some words.
A little bit.
Oh, I skipped Heat Bucks. Sorry. I can't believe I didn't even see that on the small print. It's
Come
like
on, Max
Jr.,
Jr., let's go.
All right, so anyway, look, Giannis has to be aggressive. I need for Jimmy Butler to have a constant dose of Drew Holiday or Giannis all the time, and a variety of multiple looks defensively. I do not want to see Coach Budenholzer have the same game plan if Jimmy goes off in the first quarter. Minimize him early, force guys like Caleb Martin, guys like Duncan Robinson, and the cast of other characters, Kyle Lowry and company, to beat you from the outside. The one person who cannot beat you is Jimmy Butler, who constantly finds himself living in the paint and just eating all their snacks. The Bucks are the better team, and they got to win 3 games in a row. I believe they can do it, and it starts with defending home court tonight. There you go. Now the last game, Warriors at Kings. De'Aaron Fox, I think Draymond Green is going to test the hand. Sorry, it's going to happen. Believe it or not, that's what Draymond Green thinks. And Stephen Curry, like the one thing that Sacramento has not been able to do, they have not been able to stop Stephen Curry. He has been prolific throughout this series. I don't think they have an answer for him, even if you put Davion Mitchell, but they have to be as prolific, and it all starts with De'Aaron Fox. I think he needs to be aggressive. They need to attack the paint, and also Domantas Sabonis needs to be that force down low. This guy was an all-star, and it feels like he's been minimized and he's been shrunk in these games because of so much of the attention on the perimeter. It starts with defense on the perimeter, wearing Steph down, and Sabonis being an all-star.
And in terms of the Warriors' defensive game plan against De'Aaron Fox, what would part of? Can you explain a part of key element of that game plan?
Look, when you come into the lane, if you go up, your hands are gonna get raked.
Rake the hands. Hold on one second.
It's not like sweep the leg.
I just want to write this down.
It's not like Cobra Kai.
It is exactly like that. As a matter of fact,
sweep the leg.
It is sweep the legs.
What does it look like, though, Jay?
Yeah, what does it look like?
I've done this before. I'm not going to do it again. No.
It's a different audience.
No.
Yeah, different audience. It's audience turnover. There it is.
There it is. All right.
Swipe down on the ball.
Let me see it again.
No.
One more time.
Swipe down on the ball.
Ball is hand is ball.
Looks like you're very good at that.
I'll tell you why the Jets could make the Super Bowl or miss the playoffs. Both things are in play. Even if Rodgers is healthy the whole year. Keyshawn, JWill, and Max, ESPN Radio.
This dude, Key, is different.
After the Kings win games 1 and 2 at home, the Warriors respond by taking games 3 and 4 in San Francisco. Now we return to Sacramento for a critical game 5. Coverage begins tonight at 9:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio. You can also listen on the ESPN app and on SiriusXM Channel 80, presented by Indeed. More Keyshawn
In each conference in the NFL plus 3 wild cards, okay? Jets could very well win the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers this year. They have a young, ascending core on both sides of the ball. They got a good head coach. They have Aaron Rodgers' old offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, there now. They have some familiar faces that Rodgers wanted on the team. So he's, his little comfort area and guys he's familiar with. They have a lot. They could win the Super Bowl. You can't rule that out. They're a contender. But I want to now make the case why it could go from them winning the Super Bowl to them not making the playoffs at all. So before we get to the AFC East, let's just look at potential wild cards, okay? Let's take 3 playoff spots off the top because the 3 other divisions. Now there are 4 spots left, 3 wild card spots, right?
So you're projecting Buffalo to win the division?
Well, no, before we even get there, could the Chargers...
You're calling it already, Max?
Could the Chargers be a wild card? They were a wild card last year. Could they be a wild card again?
Yes.
Yes. Could the AFC North